Ah, Pony Express was just on time today. That's unusual. Smokey's been out and kind of got bucked off of a horse. He's recuperating. I hope he gets back in time. Well, what are we doing out here on Tumbleweed Theater? Well, we're doing a great film tonight. It is a early John Wayne starring vehicle, 1934, out of the Lone Star Picture Studios, which was an adjunct of Republic and mascot, Lucky Texan. Oh, I love titles like that, Lucky Texan. And he's not so lucky in this thing. I don't know why they call him Lucky. John Wayne teams up with Gabby Hayes, George Gabby Hayes in this. And this is the first time that Gabby Hayes becomes his comic sidekick. And we've got a lot of Hallmark first-time type of films here. And this is really one of those first-time situations. He had appeared with Gabby Hayes before. Gabby Hayes actually started out as a bad guy, okay, in other films. But this one here, this is the first of his being a comic. Likewise, you'll see that he becomes a cross-dresser in this film, too. He does a great impersonation of Charlie's aunt near the end of this film. Great comic turn. There's some great stunts in this film, too. Well, I don't know how they did it, but they did this great water ride where John Wayne is sort of sliding down this viaduct. It's very strange. Likewise, a three-way climax at the end of this film that's really great between a railway car, a horse, and a car all converging at the same time. Reminds you of Intolerance to a certain extent. There's a reference here also in this film to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Well, Betty, the female character in this film, they reference her. She's off to college. Must be a refining school or something, and it's because Cedar Rapids is a great refined city. And they say, Cedar Rapids, Iowa is where that college is located. Didn't say what the name of that school was. I think Kirkwood's not been around that long. This film was directed by Robert Bradbury, and he was a prolific director in his own right. And he produced also two really interesting kids. One, Bob Steele and Bill Bradbury. Bob Steele will have a series of westerns on his own. And Bill Bradbury does a little bit of western work himself. Well, Lucky Texan, a lot of fun in this film. Got it's your typical western of this time period. A lot of action, a lot of adventure. John Wayne's not asked to do a lot as far as acting goes. Basically, be there to get in a fist fight, be there to say, yep, ma'am, things like that. I think that's one of the great lines. Of course, that's more Gary Cooper sounded. Yep, I reckon. But you're going to have fun with this film. I think Robert Bradbury was one of the great journeymen of the Western tradition of that time period. Lucky Texan, 1934. Roll 'em.